My name is Duong Thi Kim Uyen. I come from Gautam Buddha University in India. Today I will present my topic. My topic have three sessions. First, definition about the Threefold Wisdom. Second, the relationship between Threefold Wisdom and Threefold Training. Thirdly, what is applied in modern education. Today, we practice Buddhism as we try to continue to the path of the Buddha Shakyamuni found to overcome suffering and achieve enlightenment. However, if we just practice like in the past, it is completely impossible because in modern society there have been many changes. Moreover, Buddhism has adapted to the culture in which it exists. Basically, the teaching and the purpose of the Buddha have not changed, but to achieve enlightenment or wisdom, one needs to go through the three processes, which he called the Threefold Wisdom of Listening, Reflection, and Practice. The wisdom of listening in Pāli Sutra Maya Panya. This is the knowledge gained by accumulating the view and interpretation of the ancient in the scripture and listen to the letter or memorize them. A person who had never heard about the Dhamma or read anything about the truth when live in confusion of his life. Secondly, the wisdom of contemplation or reflection, Cinta Maya Panya. This is the wisdom of thinking, investigates, develops its own understanding, does not borrow from any scripture. It is also called intelligent wisdom. The intelligent wisdom that is very necessary to cultivate away from desire and separate from unwholesome Dhamma. And the third of wisdom is the wisdom of meditation, Bhavana Banya. The wisdom that comes from practice meditation, it is also called untaught wisdom. This is the supreme wisdom, the achievement of the Buddha's liberation path. It is open when enter the four jhana. This is the kind of meditation that is perfect enough to lead to the mind to samadhi. So it is considered the ultimate wisdom of Buddhism. It is clearly demonstrated in our material. It ends our suffering in samsara. It does not have the practice of detachment from desire, from akusala. It's a re-examination of our practice achievement. We live by this wisdom and it will lead us to liberation. It can be understood that the practitioner who attains liberation from wisdom, he has mastered the practice of contemplating all Dhamma as impermanent, suffering, not self, and from there become dispassionate in all Dhamma. It is like a state of an Arahant attained in Majjhima Nikāya. That birth is over, the holy life has been accomplished, what should have been done has been done. There is no going back to this day. We usually confuse about two concepts of threefold wisdom and threefold training. So I want to compare and talk about the relation between another concept that is threefold training. Threefold training is corresponding the training in higher mind, training in higher virtue, training in higher wisdom. The threefold training, which is precept, concentration, and wisdom, are the essential content in the monastic practice, while the threefold wisdom consists of the wisdom of listening, contemplation, and meditation. They have the same purpose to attain wisdom. The relationship with them can be shown in the following diagram. That's threefold, the practice of threefold training, and we will attain wisdom. And the wisdom can attain by two ways: listening, contemplation, and meditation. Next, I talk about the apply in modern education. Buddhist education is still often understood as a monastic education. The ancient Buddhist university in India also developed from this monastic education, even in University of Nalanda. In the early days of Buddhism, sutras were kept in the oral form, so the students have to listen to the teaching and recite what they have memorized. The Buddha disciple equals Savaka Bhikkhu, who listened to the Buddha teaching, realized the truth. The Buddhism education is applied Buddhism, which is not emphasized on the volume of the knowledge. It requires the achievement of understanding and the beneficial value in the knowledge learned. Therefore, in Buddha's time, people who listen to a single verse of the sutra can achieve sainthood without having to go through three processes of listening, thinking, practice, in fact. The process comes so quickly and at the same time that we cannot realize it. Depending on the level of sentient being, the Buddha used 4 different teaching methods to help them gain the wisdom and realize the truth. Firstly, the way of instructor central method. This is the teaching method whereby the teacher or instructor acts as an automator. Learner will play the role of listener to receive the source of knowledge skillfully to convey by the teacher. This method promotes the role of the Guru Sangha of the Buddha. Secondly, the learner central method. Learner here equals learner Sekha. The need to learn about wisdom, morality, and meditation to realize the holy fruits of Sotapanna Pala, Sakanagami Pala, Anagami Pala, and Arahant Pala. Thirdly, the content-focused methods. With the method emphasize on the content, both the teacher and learner focus on the content being taught. Plan the program to help the learner achieve the result or source of knowledge in relation with the topic. And lastly, the interactive method. It is very famous in modern education. It's known as the participate method. The interactive teaching method emphasizes on the participant of the teacher and the learners. Accordingly, the teacher guides problem solving and critical thinking skills, while the learner must promote the spirit of self-study, not looking at the idea. The teacher's knowledge is the truth reference system. Conclusion. The teaching of the Buddha is always suitable for our success age, cognitive level of being. For those superior capacity and wisdom, the Buddha only need to explain directly by taking an example that is suitable for their capacity and perception. As long as he listens to it, he understands clearly the Dhamma show that preach and rely the pursuit of Nibbana. Buddhism not only educates the truth with the core value of end of suffering. Buddha emphasized education skill to attain gain wisdom with three aspects or three wisdom. What makes Buddhism become unique globally is the fact that the Buddha declared he is not only a guide, he also wants to liberation and entitlement of all living beings through practice threefold of training, ethics, wisdom, and meditation. Thank you for listening.